That now brings us to council reports. Councilman Emanuel.
Someone said before, summer's on its way. Farmers Market, Community Garden, both off to just outstanding starts. I'd like to thank the Community Garden Committee for establishing a Give Hunger the Boot bed where they're growing food and donating it to the Southeast Gwinnett Co-op. It's an extremely worthwhile cause, very well run. We're also going to have increased donation points. If you want to bring food instead of growing it, you can drop it off at the community garden, and there'll soon be another drop-off point at some of the other places around town. Summit Chase Country Club is one, O'Charlie's is one, and Texas Roadhouse is one. So just remember, when you're either growing food or eating it, there are people out there who are hungry and they need your donations. I'd like to compliment everybody on the Beach Blast. Just an outstanding event, and there's more to come, and I hope to see everybody out at the 4th of July, because I think that's going to be another barn burner.
Councilwoman Kraus.
Madam Chair, I don't have a report, but I have a for Tricia Rollins. I appreciate your patience, and I am still researching solicitation and permit ordinance. Thank you.
Councilman Howard.
Well, hello, everybody. Look so happy out there, I guess. Councilman Emanuel kind of alluded to the past weekend and kind of the kickoff to our summer. Farmers Market, Beach Blast, the concert. The green was packed. It was just a great spirit of community. And you know, if you've been watching the last couple of years, you've been seeing these things beginning to grow and grasp and get more and more involvement with people and more people talking about it. And, you know, this just doesn't happen by accident. It happens because of a lot of people sitting in this room out there, blood, sweat, and tears to make this happen. And as Dave says, don't forget the garbage. Kind of hard to when Dave Emanuel's in charge of it. So it brings me to next weekend, you know, the Popcorn in the Park, the movie, and the Cops and Robbers 5K and 10K run. These things are all springboards for the next thing. And it's important for us to continue to be excited about these things and continue to tell people about how the good things in Snellville are going on. And so with that, Erica, if you could, we're going to do things a little different. I don't have slides tonight, and I guess everybody will be happy with that. But I'm going to use the overhead instead. You know, every time we see something good happen and something wonderful, you know, sometimes we find things that, unfortunately, I've made a commitment. I'm going to bring you those too. And there's been something recently that has happened that spawned a lot of negative comments, a lot of unhappiness, and a lot of things that I really hated to see. But I just I told you I'd bring it to your attention and be transparent and tell you the things that you may or may not know that's going on. So I want to commend Councilman Sabah for Flag Day and bringing in and helping to do that. But recently, our city manager, and we talked a little bit about our PIO, or our I guess it's our information officer, public information officer, and the importance of making sure that our city gets its message out in a positive spirit and a positive light, and always making sure that the best interest of the city is served when we do that. Not a press release, it's of self-serving, self-promotion, self-aggrandizement. Just, we want to make sure we talk about our city being good. So our city manager developed a press release for Flag Day. And it's one you didn't see, but it's the one I'm going to show you. Erica, if you'll put that up. And I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. There's some key points that I just want to point out. that a lot of people in this city work very hard to bring events and bring things here. And this was the Flag Day press release that was suggested that we send out. The City of Snellville will be holding a Flag Day ceremony on Friday, June 14th at 2 p.m. in front of City Hall. Everyone is invited to attend. Help us honor the foremost symbol of our country. Well, we're having trouble with press releases getting out into the world anyway, but it's equally important that we get the right press release. I want to show you the one that the mayor and Mike Sabah decided they wanted to send out. City of Snellville letterhead from the office of the mayor. The City of Snellville Mayor Kelly D. Counts and Councilman Mike Sabah are proud to announce that the City of Snellville will be holding its second annual Flag Day, and so on and so forth. Well, apparently that set off on our city Facebook page a lot of negative, a lot of upset citizens with seeing that we're all part of a city and we all should be doing the things together as we've tried to do. Now, here's one that I was involved in along with Allstate. And if you notice what the press release there says, the City of Snellville and Allstate Insurance. That's all. Our city. So if you want to see the negativity that ends up being thrashed around about the things that's going on in our city on our Facebook page, I encourage you to go read it, because I'm not going to repeat it here because it's right here. So I want to encourage you to go do that and see that. And, you know, it's important, and I think there's going to be a policy coming about that, you know, when someone marches into a city employee's office and says, here's a press release that you want to go, we're going to have that reviewed by our city manager. We're going to citizens that what goes out of this building is representative of everybody for this city. It's as simple as that. So, again, I am very proud and honored to serve on this council. I do it because I want to serve. It's something that is very important to me, and I wouldn't sit up here and bring this up if it wasn't. But I thank each of you from the bottom of my heart for being here and doing the things you do for the city to make the weekends like this past weekend a success, and the weekends of the future very successful as well. My thanks to y'all.
Mayor Pro Tem Witz.
Claudette, I just heard after the nomination that you had that there is an opening on our Urban Redevelopment Authority. I would be honored if you would like to serve on that, to nominate you for that position at our next meeting. That's a position that's been open for more than 60 days. So you can be,
Mayor Pro Tem Witz, that is set by state law as a mayor's nomination, not the city charter.
Could you address that for me, Attorney? Well, then, let's do that. We'll settle that. I think we'll get to that. But I'm sure that the mayor would nominate you in my stead at the next meeting, and it would be my pleasure to vote for you to be on that board. I really do think you would be an absolute asset to the city on whatever board you serve on. Please, from the bottom of my heart, know that what this about was earlier had nothing to do with you. It wouldn't have mattered who was sitting there or who that nominee was. It was about me and my loyalty to someone who's been very loyal to the city. But it would be my honor to vote for you, and if city attorney deems that we are correct, it would be my honor to nominate you to that position should you decide you'd like to serve there. There's Mr. Warner, who's on that board. He'll be glad to explain it to you. You heard us talk a little bit earlier about the PIO, the Public Information Officer. I wanted to just show you really quickly. Last week, as you know, was the biggest weekend. It was the kickoff of our summer here in Snellville. So we had farmer's market in the morning. Well, you heard about all the things we had. I wanted to show you here some reasons why I believe we need a PIO. This is let's see, this paper is from Sunday, June 2nd, the day after we had the big day. The Gwinnett Daily Post. On the front page, they talk about a fishing contest in Peachtree Corners, a cold beer on a hot day festival in Duluth, all these greens are events that are not the city. They are other cities in the area. On pages 8 and 9, there's more about concerts and things like that. Again, none of these are in the city of Snellville. Here we are, the biggest day, had over 5,000 people in the city, and we didn't get a word, let alone a picture. Saturday, the day of the event, Lawrenceville's First Friday Dance, art exhibit over in Buford, other one is in up at Lake Lanier, another one at Buford, and then that's what we got right there. That little orange that you see there, that's the announcement of our nationally rated farmers market opening. That's what we got. That's why we need a PIO. Imagine if you're the manager of the Academy of Sports. You just got transferred into Snellville, and you came into town last week, and you're staying at the hotel over in Duluth, and you picked up the paper, and you and your wife are going to decide what you're going to see and where you're going to build your house, or where you're going to buy your house. Now, you're going to work in Snellville. You can't even find us. You have to ask somebody how to get here. Okay? This is costing us money. We are the shopping mecca of this part of Gwinnett, DeKalb, and Walton County. We have festivals. We do an awful lot in this city. We have a world-class, not just a good, but a world-class farmers market. We don't get any recognition. We need someone that spends 24/7 making sure that Snellville gets its recognition. The only good thing about this 2 days was Swanee's person must have been on vacation, because there's nothing about them either. Thank you all for coming tonight. And again, I hope you all understand what my position was. If you think I'm wrong, there's a microphone right there. Get up there and tell me. I take the good and the bad.
Councilman Sabag.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you all for coming tonight. There's been a busy couple of weeks. This is the beginning of the summer. School's out, kids are out, drivers are out. So let's just watch out for these high schoolers on the streets. I've attended a ribbon cutting ceremony along with the mayor at Bugham's Salon, which is right across from the post office here. Brand new. This is an academy. This is a school that teaches cosmetology. Great folks, and I do appreciate them being part of the city of Snellville. There was also a 125-year anniversary by Belk's right at the shopping plaza. That's fantastic. That was another great time up there, and I appreciate them taking confidence in our city. As far as Flag Day is concerned, I appreciate Councilman Howard's comments or remarks, which I think he started them off with very positive, ended up with pretty negative. My intention is not in no way to make this a Mike Sabag. This is a National Flag Day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the United States. This is what we have, folks, fought for this. Not to come up and make this personal, Councilman. This is what this man here sitting to my right has fought for. I have the honor of being a part of this Flag Day ceremony, and I am I intend to push this every year to celebrate Flag Day in the city of Snellville. If those guys don't want the Flag Day in the city of Snellville, please stand right now and let's just take a roll. I'll pause. I guess you're all in agreement then. The point is, Flag Day is not mine. This is a Flag Day. This is a National United States Flag Day. I had worked among the best. My relatives are serving under the same flag who've been deployed over and over for the benefit of my freedom. So I invite you all next Friday at 2 o'clock at the steps of the City Hall to take part in this celebration. Let's make the best of it. There will be refreshments. There will be a lot of Purple Hearts that will help in this ceremony. Our police department color guard will be there also. I appreciate you again. Friends and relatives are in the audience. Thank you for being here tonight. Be careful on the way home this evening. Thank you, Mayor, for allowing me this time.
Thank you, Councilman Sabag. Now for the mayor's report.